Today we're going to be taking a look at this Phenyx Pro PTU-51C UHF wireless microphone kit. Before we go over all the features and specs of this microphone system, I first want to tell you that on this channel we do tech reviews. So if you're new here, consider subscribing and hit the notification bell, that way you get notified the next time we upload a new video. This is a wireless dual microphone system. The kit consists of one receiver, two transmitters, two lapel mics, and two headsets. The transmitters can provide up to 16 hours of operating time on one full battery charge. The operating range is between 180 and 240 feet. The receiver features two balanced XLR outputs and one mixed 1/4 inch output. Now that we've gone over all the specs and features, let's go ahead and unbox, set up, and test this microphone system. We get an instruction manual. Here's one of the headsets. Here's a second headset. Here's one of the receivers. Comes with the belt clip. Here's the connection input, power button, antenna, and a display here. And this is where the batteries go. Actually, this is the transmitter. It comes with AA batteries. This kit comes with two lav mics. Here's a second transmitter, same as the other transmitter that we just looked at. We get a 1/4 inch mono cable, also with a 1/8 1/4 inch to 1/8 adapter, also mono. We get another set of batteries since we get two transmitters. Here's the power supply for the receiver. You get two antennas. This is the receiver. You get volume controls for A and B for both transmitters, power button here, LCD display, and it looks like you get some RF LED lights here. On the back side, this is where the antennas go plugged in. You get individual XLR outputs for each transmitter, and then you also get a mix output, 1/4 inch mix output for both transmitters, and that's where the DC power supply goes plugged in. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to get this unit set up, and then we're going to connect it to our camera and test out the audio. So first thing we're going to want to do is install the antennas. So these just simply go over the connectors and twist until they lock. Now we're going to install the batteries onto the transmitters. Next thing we're going to do is plug in the power supply. Now we're going to power on the receiver unit. As you can see, it's now powered on. We've got, let's see, the A unit operating on 549.8 megahertz. B unit is on 509.8 megahertz. On the back of the transmitters, we can see this one operates at 549.8 megahertz. So this is unit A. And this one shows 509.8 megahertz. So this is unit B. So I'm just going to use unit A. And we're going to hold down the power button. And you can see that it immediately powered on. It's set to channel 9 and frequency 549.8, as we already pointed out. So channel 9, as indicated here, 549.8. So now the only thing left to do is to plug in either the lav mic or the headset into the transmitter. And for this demonstration purpose, I'm going to use the 1/4 inch output, which I'm going to plug into the mix out. And we're going to take the other end and plug this directly into our camera. And we're going to switch over to that audio to see what it sounds like. But before we do that, the first one we're going to test out is the lav mic. So all you got to do is just take the connection. You can see there's a notch here. So all you got to do is line up that little cutout there with this little piece here on the connector. So once we do that, that locks into place. Okay, now in order to release this connection, it's locked into the transmitter. In order to release it, you're gonna have to push this down and that releases the connection. So very simple operation there. Okay, the lav mic is now connected to the transmitter. We're going to connect the receiver onto our camera and test out the audio and see what it sounds like. We have now switched over to the wireless microphone system. The microphone that I'm using currently is the lav mic, which is this transmitter here. And as you can tell, and move up the interface here, this is the input for the lav mic. Right now I have it about halfway point, so as I turn this down you can hear my voice completely cut out there. So I'm setting it at about the halfway point there. Now what I'm going to do is turn off the lav mic and I'm going to switch over to the headset so you can hear the difference between the two. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this guy down. So now I switched over to the headset. I've got this set at about halfway point there. So now you're listening to the audio coming from this transmitter, the second transmitter that's connected to the headset. So now I'm going to turn this one off and switch back over to the lav mic. Okay, so now we're back over to the lav mic. Now we're using this transmitter. So you can hear there's a little bit of a difference between the two microphones. Nonetheless, both of them work as expected. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the lav mic once again. And now we're back over to the headset. The audio is very similar, but you could tell a little bit of a difference. Nonetheless, both microphones are working as expected. So here's both microphones at the same time. And then as you can see, you can mix the audio for the two. I just turned off the headset, so now we're on the lav mic, back over the headset, back over to the lav mic, and both at the same time. Next, we're gonna try a distance test. This wireless microphone system is rated at about 240 feet. That's the maximum distance that you can use this microphone system at. Now I'm gonna walk out to the corner of the street there, and at the corner it's at about 250, a little bit past 250 feet. So it's a little bit outside of the operating range of this microphone system. So we're gonna see if we can maintain audio connection as I walk out to the corner of the street. And I'm gonna continue to talk here as I'm moving out to the corner. It's a little windy today, so the microphone is probably picking up quite a bit of wind here. So hopefully that isn't too distracting here, but you should still be able to hear my voice as I'm moving down the street here. Just got to make sure there's no cars coming down the street right now. And we're making our way to the corner. Hopefully we're maintaining an audio connection as we're moving down. And we're almost at the corner of the street now. Once we do get to the corner of the street, there's a lot of cars going back and forth, so it's gonna pick up a lot of that audio as well. So we're just here about the corner of the street, and I'm gonna continue moving down here. Hopefully you can visually see that I'm out here at the corner, and I'm not sure if we're maintaining audio connection here, but I'm gonna continue talking here. And I'm just gonna move down the street a bit. I'm gonna be out of visual. You're not gonna be able to see me right now, but not sure if we're maintaining connection, but we're definitely out of the range of this microphone system. So I'm gonna move now back over towards the camera. So if we lost connection, hopefully we regain connection right now. So I'm now back at the corner of the street where you should be able to see me on camera now. And if for some reason we did lose connection, we're right about the range where this microphone system should regain connection. So you should be able to hear me at this point. I'm about almost at the halfway point from the corner of the street. So if we did lose connection, you should be able to definitely hear me now, as this microphone system should have regained our audio connection. And we're now well within range of the operating range of the microphone system. So we're gonna go ahead and review the video and see if we maintain connection all the way to the corner of the street. And also, as I mentioned, it is pretty windy today, so it probably picked up a lot of the wind noise there. So we'll go ahead and review the video and see how well this microphone system performed. Now that we've had a chance to set up and test this microphone system, let's go ahead and go over our final thoughts of this kit. First, let's talk about the build and design of this microphone system. Let's start with the transmitters. They are made out of plastic, but they feel like they're built very well. It feels like if you were to drop these, they're not going to easily get damaged, even though they are made out of plastic. The receiver, on the other hand, is encased in metal. It's like a sheet metal casing on this. So the receiver is definitely a lot more sturdier than the transmitters are. However, all three pieces do feel like they're built very well, and they could take a little bit of abuse and continue to work. Now let's talk about the setup and operation of this microphone system. Setup is very simple. As far as the transmitters go, all you got to do is plug in whichever microphone that you're going to use, whether it's the headset microphone or the lapel mic, and that's it for the setup of the transmitter. Now on the other end, on the receiver, it's very simple to set up. On the back, you get all the connections here. You get two XLRs, and then you get the 1/4-inch mixed output. So you just need to decide which connection you're going to use there. If you're going to go with the XLR connections, just understand that there are two XLR outputs, which means that you're going to get an output for each microphone separately. Now, if you're going to go with the 1/4-inch output, the 1/4-inch output is mixed, which means that it carries the audio signal from both transmitters mixed into one connection. So all you got to decide is which connection you're going to go with, XLR or 1/4-inch, and that is it for the setup. Now, as far as the operation is even is more simple than the setup is. Once you have the microphone connected to your transmitter, there's only one button on this transmitter, and that's the power button. All you got to do is just power on the device. That's it. The transmitter is ready to go. Now on the receiver end, all you need to do here is just power on the receiver, set your volume level, and you're good to go there. So, you know, the operation of this microphone system is very simple. It's very simplified. So it's literally quite simply just turn on the transmitter, turn on the receiver, set your volume level, and you're good to go. Now let's talk about the options that you get with this wireless microphone system. Being that it is wireless, it gives you the freedom to move around, and you're not bound by the length of microphone cables. So being that it's wireless, you're going to be able to move around. No problem there, no tangled cables. Now, as far as the options that you get with the microphones that come with the system, you get a lapel mic, and you also get the headset mic. But not only do you get one of each, you actually get two of each. So that gives you a ton of options, being that you do get two transmitters. So you can use two headsets or two lav mics or one lav mic and one headset. It's up to you. You can mix and match. So overall, you do get quite a few options, being that you have two headset mics, two lapel mics, and they're all wireless. I think you're going to be able to do quite a bit with this microphone system. Now let's talk about what this wireless microphone system is best suited for. Being that you're going to get two lapel mics and two headset microphones, and it is wireless, this system can literally adapt to almost any situation. So whether you're going to be doing YouTube videos such as what we're doing here right now, or if you're going to be doing, let's say, makeup tutorials, or you're going to be streaming live online, whether it's gaming, or if you're going to be doing any kind of video conferencing, if you're going to be doing stage work, this system is going to be able to adapt to any of those situations. So again, if you're going to be doing video work, on stage work, this system is going to be able to adapt to any of those scenarios. And being that the receiver does have the option to either connect either XLR or 1/4-inch, that's going to give you some options there to be able to plug into a mixing board to be able to really clean up the sound coming in from the microphones and out to a PA system if you're going to be doing on stage work. So this system is very adaptable. Right now we're recording this video, this review video, and I could see how this system can adapt to this situation as well. So pretty much any situation where you're looking for a wireless microphone system, I think this system is going to be able to adapt to virtually almost any scenario. Now let's go over the sound quality coming out of this microphone system. I think overall the sound quality sounds pretty good. There is kind of a weird kind of background It almost sounds like a little bit of a rumble in the background, which in post-production you can clean that kind of stuff up. But I did notice it. I plugged it into a couple different interfaces just to make sure that it wasn't the recording interface that was picking up the weird little rumble that I hear in the background. It's very faint. It's not too obvious, but it is present, and I did notice it. So I did plug it into a few different interfaces just to make sure that it wasn't my interface causing the little bit of rumble that I was hearing in the background. But other than that, I think the sound quality is very good. In our test outdoors, the wind did seem to cause a problem. However, it didn't interfere with my voice. You were still able to tell what I was saying on, as I was walking out towards the end of the street there. But the wind did become a little distracting, so it does pick up quite a bit of background noise. It does suppress it, however, because I noticed that with the amount of cars that were passing by on the main street, the cars, you can hear them, but they weren't overpowering my voice. So there is a little bit of suppression going on as far as suppressing background noises. But nonetheless, it's almost impossible not to pick up the cars in the background. So this microphone did try to handle that to the best of its ability to cut down some of that background noise and cut down on some of the wind noise that was happening, being that it was a windy day when we're testing this microphone. So just keep that in mind. It does pick up some background noise. It does try to suppress background noise. And there is just this little bit of a rumble in the background. It's not very distracting at all. It's just, I noticed it, it's present. And then, as I mentioned, in post-production, that's something you can clean up fairly easy. There's some methods out there to be able to clean up noises such as that. But other than that, I think the sound quality, especially in a controlled environment. So in our studio environment here, it's a controlled environment, and you heard the audio samples, and those do sound pretty good there. So overall, I do think the sound quality coming out of this microphone system is fairly good. It does have a few little quirks that I've mentioned, but other than that, I think overall the sound quality is decent. And now for the $1 million question. Is the Phenyx Pro PTU-51C UHF wireless mic kit worth your hard-earned money? As of the recording of this review video, this microphone system is selling for $98.99 on Amazon. Given all of the options that you get with this microphone system, the 4 microphones that this system comes with, the 2 transmitters, and the receiver that can output to either XLR or 1/4 inch, I think you're getting quite a bit of value for the cost of the product. We already pointed out some minor flaws in the system, which in the audio side, there's a little bit of a rumble. And when it comes to wind, it does become a little distracting. However, audio-wise, it does sound still pretty decent despite those 2 things that we found while we were testing this microphone system. So I think overall at $98.99, I think you're getting quite a bit of value with this microphone system. You're getting the 2 headset mics, you're getting the 2 lapel mics, you're getting the 2 wireless transmitters, and then you're getting the receiver that can output to XLR and 1/4 inch. All of that for $98.99, I think it's a great bargain. So if you're looking for a wireless system that is very adaptable, this is one to consider. Just keep in mind the 2 little audio things that I found, little audio hiccups that I found as far as a little bit of rumble and a little bit of distraction when it comes to wind noise. Other than that, I think it's a great microphone system. $98.99, I think is a great bargain for this system. This is going to complete my review of the Phenyx Pro PTU-51C UHF wireless mic kit. If you found some value in this video, I would appreciate it if you would hit the thumbs up button. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you get notified the next time we upload a new video. And on that note, I will see you on the next review.